Hey guys, Dustin with the Strippers Guild here to tell you how to repair your Almond foamy. Now, Almond foam boards don't actually need to be repaired. They are watertight even when there is a hole in them because it is closed cell foam, which makes them great. But we got a little bit of a bad ding. It might be ugly, people might be concerned. We rent this out a lot, so we're going to professionally repair that. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do, just like a polyester or epoxy board, we're just going to sand around the ding. I don't know if it actually matters for foam, but I'm sure it helps having the epoxy stick. So a quick little sanding. Wonderful. Now take your trusty Suncure epoxy. Fiberglass will, or poly will probably melt this stuff, so use epoxy. This is Suncure. Bop. Let's goop it on there. Goop it real good. Don't be afraid to use too much. There's no such thing. It's basically just glue. When it goes in the sun, it turns super hard. I'm gonna take a little popsicle stick and make this a little flatter. You could also always cut or sand it off if you put too much on and it dries really big, so don't worry about overdoing it. Just goop it in there. All right, I'm gonna put it in the sun, smooth it out, and then I'll show you the next steps in the next part of this video. There we go. All right, so we got a nice, super rock hard piece of epoxy on there. You can see it's not exactly flush. We're just gonna do a quick sand on that and get it smooth. Well, that's pretty smooth. I think that's going to be a great job. Good enough for a rental board. Just polish it off with a nice hand sanding before we flex seal. All right, we're going to prep this for the flex seal now. So we've got it all sanded down. We're just going to clean it off. There's a little bit of compress there. So there's no dust in the way and the flex seal sticks really well. There we go. Alright, nice. Get rid of the icicles. Alright. This is actually totally fine as is. That is not going anywhere. It is in there. It is solid. It just is a little bit ugly, but it's totally functional. It's not going to affect the board at all. If you want to make it look really professional, you could use Flex Seal. Yes, it is the stuff from As Seen on TV. I've never used it, so let's see how easy it is. It's gonna be great. All right, let's try this stuff out. Flex Seal, see if it works. All right. All right, guys, and that's looking pretty much done. We're just gonna let this kind of dry over the next hour or so. It's very much like spray painting the side of the board. It actually matches really, really well. I probably went a little bit heavy on it. Totally fine with me. One thing I learned is if you come to this side, we did get a little bit of spray onto the board. I would highly recommend taping this with painter's tape before you apply any type of that Flex Seal, but normal just board wax remover, got it right off of there. So no harm, no foul. Anyways, this board looks good as new and it's ready to shred again. All right, have fun out there, guys.